Burn Mage is actually the best mage deck you could be taking to Legend right now from Diamond 5, so in this video I'm gonna give you a quick guide about this deck, talk about mulligans, win rates, and general tips so you know what you could be doing with, as well as what to expect against it. If you find the video helpful, a like and subscribe would be appreciated, and don't forget you can check me out live on stream each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But now, let's get into the guide.
You are not prepared!
Here's the list I used, and it is actually sitting at about 56% win rate for the last 3 days from Diamond 5 to Legend, so definitely nothing to scoff at, but also, if you've checked out my latest top 5, you're gonna know there's plenty of other better decks than this, but still, if you're trying to play something different and quick and interesting, well, interesting might be overselling it, but it's definitely a little bit different. We don't have that many actual good burn decks from hand right now, so definitely not the worst option. What is the deck trying to do? If you get lucky, you get to chip a little bit face damage with your early game minions, but for the most part you get to do tons and tons of damage from hand with the help of the extra spell damage you get out of your Time Twisted Seer, and you can also get yourself extra spell damage out of Calic, which could be cool. We also have Talnos in here, and so on and so forth, and that way you get to really amp up some of your spells, including things like Arcane Barrage, and especially Scorching Wind. This thing gets double the bonus spell damage basically, so with something like +2 spell damage out of your Twisted Seer, this suddenly becomes 10 damage, and if you've already played your Calic, it becomes 12, which is kinda insane. Same can be said for Arcane Flow. This also doubles up the damage, and you could literally be dealing something like 14 damage with this thing in a single turn, which is kinda huge, if you've unshattered it. We also have Volcanos in here, but honestly, with the random bullshit fire spells we have in Standard right now, if you don't have this guy, I would definitely urge you to give the deck a try without him, and honestly, it might even be the better version, not gonna lie. Definitely felt like a not a very good card, even though sometimes you will be begging for some value out of him. For the most part, he just doesn't do all that much. Going through the cards, we have a couple of First Flames in here. This is a fire spell, so you could be drawing it out with your Living Flame, or you could be discarding it with your Scorching Winds. And don't forget that the second part of this is not going to be getting the +1 spell damage out of your Calic, because this guy gives you +1 spell damage on spells in your hand and your deck, not on spells you actually generate later on or discover, so there's that. The Sleet Storm is also nice. It's a frost spell, and it deals damage which could be going to face, and also deals damage to a random enemy minion on the board. It could be getting double spell damage bonus again, but only half of it can go face. The Time Twisted Seer is something you could technically tempo out on turn 1 and feel okay about it, but you could also be greedy with this and actually hold on to it for something like a turn 7, play this thing, ping it, and then play an unshattered Arcane Flow. That way you get to deal a lot of extra damage, basically +4 spell damage. The Violet Spellwing also pretty awesome, giving you something to do on turn 1, and also the Arcane Missiles is not going to be the worst. The Winter Spring Whelp is also another decent 1-drop you could be playing, and also hope to discover yourself a nice burn spell damage. Blood Mage Talnos helps you with the card draws as well as with the spell damage, but usually you're probably going to use him for the card draw if you don't have anything better to do. The Frostbolts are decent because they could be freezing a lot of weapon classes right now, including Demon Hunters, which could be healing with their weapons. The Living Flame helps you card draw. It's also an elemental, so it's going to help you curve into your Conjured Bookkeeper, and also it can draw you one of your fire spells like First Flame, single copy of Smoldering Grove, and also a couple of Scorching Winds. Rain Colors are one of your best minions you could be tempoing out against classes that can't handle this thing early, like let's say Mirifer Druids. This guy's gonna be carrying hard, but for most classes it's actually gonna be hard sticking this thing, and being able to amp it up turn after turn with some spell damage would be pretty huge for you. The Smoldering Grove helps big time with the card draw if you wait for it a couple of turns. Arcane Barrage is pretty nice because you get to deal 2 or 3 damage to the opponent's face, and the other 2 are gonna hit random targets, but it could also go face, but it cannot go 3 damage to face and 2 damage to face, so keep that in mind. But it's a great way to actually activate your Spellweaver Brilliance for pretty cheap. The Conjured Bookkeepers help you draw a couple of spells, especially if you've played yourself an Elemental last turn, because this thing is a Kindred to summon yourself a copy, and it basically becomes a free mana 4/4. The Scorching Winds could be amazing, but don't forget this thing can also discard the second copy of Scorching Wind, which literally cost me the first game, as you're gonna notice. But for the most part, it's an amazing card because it just deals so much burn damage for pretty cheap. The Arcane Flow is also a lot of burn damage for cheap if you manage to unshatter it, even though a lot of the times that's gonna be easier said than done. And don't forget that the deal 2 damage is going for all enemies, so basically once you unshattered it, you are gonna be dealing 6 damage to the opponent's face. With 1 spell damage that becomes 8, with 2 it becomes 10, and so on and so forth. Like we said, Calic would be amazing for you. Buffing all of the spells in your deck and your hand would be pretty awesome, and the sooner you do it the better, so you can actually abuse it. Volcanos, really not that amazing, man. Like, dealing 2 damage AoE for everything, including your shit, could be not very amazing, but the random fire spells that are in the pool right now are something else. Like, we're talking about Druid Overheat, we're talking about healing the opponent's face to kill a minion, all sorts of random bullshit out there. Or actually, no, that was a holy spell, wasn't it? Doesn't matter. There's plenty of bad fire spells out there right now, most of which actually don't deal damage, which is definitely a damn shame. And lastly, we have the Spellweaver Brilliance, which you could be dropping as soon as turn 3 if you're lucky. So basically turn 3 6/6, definitely not the worst. And don't forget you can even drop a couple of them if you're fast enough. Matchup wise, here's what we have. Spell Demon Hunters do have healing and definitely felt like they have the upper hand against me. I did face a couple and both felt almost winnable, but not really. Mirifera Druid has a little bit too much armor for your liking, and things like aggro pellies might be a little bit too quick. Priests are not gonna be your friend if you manage to find one, and same can be said for Dragon Warrior and Herald Warrior for that matter. Egg Warrior probably too. But as you see, you still have several decent green matchups, so if you're not facing too many of the really bad ones, you still should be able to climb. Like I said, it does have about 56% win rate. Don't take my word for it. Here's the stats. Here you go. 56.3%, almost 1,000 games. Definitely not the worst, but also far from the best. As for the mulligan, here's what we have. Going first, you are going to be looking for your Kalek, of course. The Violet Spellwing would be nice, or the Whelp. That can also work. Living Flame is amazing on curve. And usually keeping your Conjured Bookkeeper is also not bad. The Raincaller can also be great. This is also an elemental that activates the Bookkeeper. Arcane Flow could be amazing as well, especially if you already have a decent curve. And Smoldering Grove might also make sense, just don't forget you need to be playing this on turn 3, and against some matchups that might be costing you a little bit too much tempo. The Time Twisted Seer is also one drop you could be tempoing out, but if you have one of the others, definitely keep those and throw this back into the sea. The rest probably not so keepable. On the coin, plenty of the same stuff, and in some cases you could even consider holding on to the Spellweaver Brilliance. Depending on the matchup and on your hand, you might actually be able to pull it off a lot sooner than you're supposed to. All around, that's it for the deck. Definitely give the deck a try. If you don't have Volcanos, just swap them out for something else, like a second Smoldering Grove or something, and do let me know in the comments if you actually do well with it. Hope you enjoyed the guide, and if you did, you know what to do. But now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top legend with it. Hope you enjoy.
Jaina versus Medivh.
Fellow Mage.
Peace is not always the answer.
We got Kalek, he's alright. See if we can curve into him now. This guy might be quest. Oh god. Got myself a Siggy Volcanos. Well, that's something. I think we're kinda okay against the quest mage. They don't heal much. Ooh, look at that curve now. Now we curving. If we had a 1-drop, this would have been the dream. This thing running rain colors, that's interesting.
The call of the wild god.
Yo. Sure. If that's how you wanna play it, playa. Got myself some card draw. Let's go ahead and get this guy involved. Couple of Scorchies. think I gotta make some room to cycle.
Your fate is twisted with ruin for Taragosa.
Get the Kraken.
Change is coming.
Next turn we draw 3 cards, so even 4 if this guy dies, so gotta make some room. Hey, sure thing, Gore4. Washed up. Don't you like that, Companion Hunter? Feels fun to me. Oh man, turn 5 quest completed. That's fucked. See now, there's no problem. Let's just delete this shit and connect face while we still can. Next turn we might be looking for some burn down.
Go on, miss just one.
Technically he's dead if this discards the first flame, and it's gonna be even better odds if this thing dies, which it will. No taunt. Gotta rush though. What duck? I did a video about Companion Hunter. There you go. Come on, game. Don't be a dick. Proceeds to be a fucking dick. Don't you just love it when the game wants you to eat dick? Don't you just fucking love it, guys? That was so rigged. It's one-off lethal is what it is.
I wonder.
So, new objective, don't die.
Time runs out on me.
Draws 2 dragons. The fuck? According to the stats, it could be negative. But personally, I do believe it's a skill issue. And also it's a little bit bugged, but I'll get there.
My hand is full. Change is coming.
Sure. Not anymore, DD. Used to hit legends over at Wild as well while doing literal standard deck quests, but it's not very fun. Oh, damn. Astrax gifting 5 subscribes. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate ya. You've done that before. Have you changed your name? Sadly, we're losing this shit, because the game said so.
What to do? What to do?
The game went ahead and said so. Say it ain't so, chat. No, we're not on board. That was so dumb. I literally threw the whole game there, game. Good job. 33% chance to get fucked every time. Thank you very much, Asterix. Good stuff, good stuff. against the Huntered. Usually Mage loses the Hunter, but we the face Hunter now.
Not always the answer.
Hey, that's awesome, man. Happy to hear. Love to hear it. Hey, look at that curve, though. Look at that curvature. Quite the rigged loss we had last game, not gonna lie. That was so stupid. This guy also kept plenty. See how that go.
To the world.
Okay, that can still be face. Could be animal, though. He ain't quest.
Welcome to the world.
They're like animals. They're my favorite spell. Piece of shit.
There, all better.
Okay, should be animal companion then. Well, in that case... Faded Furies with a rate of 10. Yeah, how's it going, Faded? Welcome, welcome. Okay, that was nasty. That was nasty. We raiding now. Okay, let's go. Okay, how are we gonna do this?
Hmm.
Let's go ahead and control this board a wee bit. Of course, of course. Honestly, Wild has always been broken, like... It just so happens you just don't enjoy the broken thing right now. Two damage to all enemies is gonna allow me to drop this guy right now, so I think that's pretty game. Sounds a boo, right? Hope you had a good stream, Faded. Here's a quick little shout out for you. What'd you play?
Welcome to the world.
Got ourselves a cool cat emote.
Welcome to the world.
Let's freaking go. Real cool cat. Coolest of cats. Okay, let's grab ourselves some cards. There's still a fire spell in there. Among other things. 6 damage to the mouth right now sounds pretty good. This guy don't heal, so if I go 12 damage in his dome this turn, next turn he might just stop kicking. Yeah, let's try. I should have used that spell first, by the way. That was a misplay, because it still would have given me a fire spell and something to kill with, but it's not that big a deal. Technically speaking, if I want to keep my hand slim, it wasn't a bad idea. Okay. We're one off lethal for next turn. No, we're actually having exact lethal way things are, and look at him finding random healing. Why wouldn't he after all? Would you look at that? Doran, dumbest of healing. He won't be able to find another random heal like that. Just go ahead and do this. Mouth him a little. And let's load up on another fire spell, shall we? Would be a damn shame if he has another Confront the Tol'vir. A damn shame indeed. Oh god. Don't you dare get the healing dog. Skill dev, guys. Fucking skill dev this one. Fucking skill dev this one, guys. Would you look at fucking that? Top decked it. Top fucking decked it. Now he's gonna heal for 5 more. It is hilarious. Okay, at least he doesn't heal his face, so... I think we're actually in the clear. But the skill diff was unreal with this one. The diffest of skills. Right now he could kill off that 5-1 so he can actually summon another big beast, but let's see. I think he's at 8. Yeah, he's at 8, so no healing. Cool. Okay. Despite the bullshittery, we got home. What's that gonna be like as an equivalent for other decks? Like, seriously. Looks like quite a good curve, that one. The weapon he got was also pretty premium. That's a fire spell for this crap. Can grab that for that. Okay. I'll make this trade so this 1/4 has a bigger chance of surviving. Ooh. Good. Live the full life. That was kind of lucky for him.
For Taragosa.
If I go like this, I get to drop this thing too. Let's do that. Not playing this because it's a fire spell. We're into those. Okay. Guess he did not get the discovers, guess he couldn't stabilize. Okay, can we play against some real decks or something? I don't know.
Jaina versus Valera.
Watch your back. Peace is not always the answer.
Let's try like this against the rogue. Okay. Would be nice if we got an elemental. If not, so be it. There you go.
Your fate is twisted.
Now we're cocking.
Muzzle their magic.
Just kill it. Not just kill it, feels like he's worth protecting. Next turn I can do this and that. Turn after these two. In that case. You sure about that? That's a lot of mana, man.
The call of the wild gods.
Might as well do this. Get the good damage in.
Lane's cruel grip shall be met with blood.
Let's just keep smashing that mouth because
It's a classic. It's a classic.
nice mana he has there. Wouldn't do him too good without any teeth in him. We're one off lethal right now. Plenty of top decks remedy that. This one especially. Missed the burn him.
Jaina versus Rex.
Better hunter.
Let the hunt begin.
Peace is not always the answer.
Too much. If I don't get a proper curve. I think I'd rather just keep the conjured in it. Only face hunters. I think Dragonware remedies him nicely. He ain't quest, that much has been said.
Welcome to the world.
Looks like face to me. Ah, never mind then. You're late. another one. Better just tempo this. We don't care about this 1-1. The gloves are off. We clapping now. That's pretty desperate. Can't blame him though. Let's go random.
The grapes of wrath of the Lich King. It's a classic. It's a classic. Overdue. It's a classic.
Okay, connect the people. Not really random. You can check out the new top 5, but still. The top 5 decks remain the same basically. That's cheating.
Come closer, critters.
He's clearly cheating, guys. If that's how you wanna play it, playa.
It's a classic. Overdue.
I will need to get slightly lucky here.
Fate is twisted with ruin.
Piece of piss. That could have gone so much better. That was literally the worst outcome. Literally. He's already at 7 costs, so he could get himself some lifesteal shitter. He's drawing 33 chance. Let's see it. Good low roll of free. There you fucking go. Yeah, man. Astounding, innit? He's almost dead.
Arcane might defense Avalon.
That's insane.
It's a classic. Overdue.
If he had the lifesteal dog there, this would have been a lot rougher, but also the Mama Bear would have been disgusting. The free was literally the worst he could have gotten. I think those were exactly the free beasts you get at 7. So that was pretty not gamer move of him. Move of the non-gamer kind. Look at that nonsense, 16 damage. 14 damage for those that can count. Looks like GG to me.
Come closer, critters.
Ah, for fuck's sake, the healers. Not the 1-2, let's fucking go.
Welcome to the world.
Still dead though. Still a very Pepsimus Maximus. Deck feels alright, for what it's worth.
Jaina versus Illidan.
Who next shall taste my blades?
Peace is not always the answer.
Against the Demon Hunter again, let's win this one. Let's get a good curve, shall we? Elemental me. Elemental me, damn it. My deck's pretty good against Hunter. Against Companion Hunter, it's fine. Against Face Hunter might be a wee bit slow, but it can hold its own against it. Okay, we got ourselves a 2-man Elemental, that's great. Picking this again on no minion Demon Hunter, not that great, but it's a fire spell, so it activates this at least. Okay, that's a curve. Now we curving.
Warcraft and peace.
Ew. That's pretty rough, but we got the Shat cards. The Shat card does well against this Shat. Oh, look at that. Look at that, beautiful. Incredible. It's even better if we unshat it, but ain't nobody got time to take 6 damage like that. Sick. Well, at least we have a good way to kill the other one. Well, we develop. This one does not have plus spell damage for anybody keeping track. Oh man. Well. Net negative. I mean, net nothing.
Your fate is twisted with ruin.
This is pretty awesome like this. Nice. Perfect. It's a lot of damage. 3 mana double fireball, that one. Clearly he's gonna heal a lot, but let's see how much. Bad dog. Bad dog. He's not stupid enough to not heal. We have 13 damage from hand as it stands. Could just go like this for now. Or I could just keep pushing as hard as I can. That's 8. 13 damage is what we possess right now. 17 next turn. If I go Volcanos, odds of him giving me some decent are decent. And also, Dog is probably going to be dilly-dallying with that. And try like that. Nothing too fancy.
Everyone ready for the fight of their lives?
Immune until next turn, that's fucked. Good thing I didn't start facing them. Oh, for fuck's sake, these fire spells are so bad, man. These fire spells are just diabolically bad. Kinda wanna keep the board empty so he doesn't have a way to
I wonder.
clear, heal. If I ram this into that, that is gonna kill it. Should have done better. That's all. Want to keep the board empty. Sadly, I'm too low on health here. Immune and heal, classic. Hello, Darius, there you. Doomguard also gets me. I have seen enough. Well, kinda lame. Literally 2 off lethal again, but do be like that. Close. Close. Feels like Spell Demon Hunter does have the edge over us.